All right, guys. So thanks for joining me today. My name is Coach Kiva from Premier Home Care Services right here in Maryland. Coming on today, I want to read my Bible verse right here. You've been sticking on my wall. Matthew 19:26. With God, all things are possible. Yes. So, anyways, coming on today to talk about home care. Home care, not just for anybody. Home care for your nana or your loved one. So we are right here in Maryland. We got licensed October 1st. No, October 24th, my birthday. My grandma passed away October 3rd of 2025. So this home care business is dedicated to my nana. And if you follow me, you know that when I would go over there to help care for her, I would do videos to let you know how I am checking in for myself. Because as a caregiver, we have to make sure that we are caring for ourselves. Number one. All right. So we are right here in Maryland and we provide non-medical home care services right in your home. Right. And so what that means, if your loved one needs support with transportation to appointments, or if they need help with medication reminders or wellness checks or light housekeeping, and the list can go on and on and on, we are here to support you. And I remember when my nanny first went to the hospital, we didn't even know about home care. It was like, what? Home care? But we knew that we needed it because her health was declining, right? And so we found a couple agencies. Some were good in the beginning, others weren't. And we knew from the very beginning of the moment that it was not a good match. So all the experiences that we learned from my grandma, my nana, we have taken into our agency to share to the world in Maryland. We're licensed in Maryland, because I know there's other family members who desire top level home care for their loved one, like literally. So what that means is sticking to the care plan, not going to McDonald's, not going to the market if it isn't on the care plan. So initially for home care, so home care is non-medical, right? But your loved one may need home health. My nana did too. And home health is skilled services. So for home health, the doctor has to order those services for your loved one. Home health is non-medical. You can choose to hire an agency if you like. We know we needed it, right? So that means we got the medical bed for my grandma, the nebulizer machine, the BiPAP machine for breathing, the oxygen tank, like all those things we got. And we got those with a prescription. Now, we did get a loaner rent from the county, to help my grandma, and we had a wheelchair too, to help her come in the house from when she had a wheelchair. She was a little bit nervous to go up that rent, let me tell you that, but we made it work. She became a little confident every day, but it was what she needed in order to be home independently. And that's what she wanted, right? So we did that. So home care is for those who desire it. It is an investment, right? We invested in my grandma. She invested in herself. So the first step is you find a home care agency that's licensed in your state in Maryland, right? We're licensed here in Maryland. Whether you go with us or not is totally up to you. But find a licensed home care agency, and then do your research, right? Ask all the right questions. Do you have backup care? Are you licensed? Are they trained? Your staff, things like that. And after that, the first step, a nurse will come out to do an assessment of your loved one. It takes about an hour or so, give or take longer. It just depends. So in that visit, the assessment is to evaluate if your loved one is a good fit for the program, right? Do they need non-medical or home health, more skilled, right? So in our agency, there is a fee for the nurse to come out to do that, right? And then based on that, make a determination if your loved one is a good fit for the agency. And you want that. You want to make sure that it's compatible. We can provide the services that you actually need, not me, but any agency you go with. So it's really important. And then from there, a care plan is created. We go over that. We make sure it's a good fit. And we even created like a starter trial, like 10-hour package to make sure that you get the test services to make sure that it is a good fit. So a lot of agencies didn't offer that. They had a minimum like 20 hours. But no, we are switching the game up because we understand that we need to make sure it's a good match, both parties, right? It is teamwork. It is literally teamwork. All right. So, like I said, we're based here in Maryland. We have openings right now for home care. So, if your loved one is in need of support after a surgery, it could be knee surgery, any kind of surgery, definitely reach out. I'll put the information in the show notes below. And we're licensed here in Maryland. We provide support for non-medical, meaning like wellness checks, companion care, right? Light housekeeping, transportation to appointments or to the market, just in the local town. We also do meal prep, right? So just finding out what are the things that your loved one loves to eat is so important. And that's all done on the nurse assessment. So that's it for now. But I wanted to let you know how we serve the community, that we do have openings right here in Maryland. If you have any other questions, put them in the show notes below. I'll be happy to answer them in the order in which they are received. That is it for now. And let me know where you're checking in from, whether you're on the replay or live, what city you're in. And if you're looking for home care, what are some of your challenges that you face? Because let me tell you, we faced a lot of challenges, but we did our research. We found what we needed. The family chipped in. We helped out. And now we have built our own agency to provide home care, non-medical, to the community here in Maryland. All right. Have an amazing day. And thanks for tuning in.